Spain is home to some of the most iconic stadiums in world football, but which one truly stands above the rest in 2025/26? From the legendary Santiago Bernabéu to futuristic new builds in Seville and beyond, we're ranking atmosphere, design, and pure matchday magic. But one stadium on this list has a shocking stat you won't believe. And no, it's not from a big club. Wait till you see it. Let's find out which La Liga ground claims the crown this season. Starting at number 10, we've got the Estadio de la Cerámica in Villarreal. Now, you might be thinking a 23,000 capacity stadium doesn't belong on this list. But hear me out. What this place lacks in size, it more than makes up for in character and innovation. The Yellow Submarine has created an intimate cauldron where every seat feels like you're practically on the pitch. The acoustics here are phenomenal, with the noise bouncing off those close stands and creating an atmosphere that's made European giants uncomfortable on more than one occasion. It proves that bigger isn't always better when you get everything else right. Number 9 takes us to Bilbao and the stunning San Mamés. They call this place the Cathedral, and once you see it, you'll understand why. Rebuilt in 2013 on the same site as the legendary old stadium that served Athletic Club for exactly 100 years, this is a masterclass in honoring tradition while embracing modernity. The capacity sits at over 53,000, and those steep stands create one of the most intimidating atmospheres in European football. What sets San Mamés apart is how it captures the essence of Basque passion. This stadium literally shakes when the fans get going, and it's the only stadium in the world with a Michelin star restaurant inside. At number 8, we find ourselves at the Ramon Sánchez Pizjuán in Seville. This is old-school Spanish football at its finest. Since 1958, this 43,000-seater has been the beating heart of Sevilla FC, and the atmosphere during derbies against Betis is genuinely spine-tingling. What makes Pizjuán special in 2025 is how it's managed to stay relevant without losing its soul. From above, you can see the massive mosaic of Sevilla's crest that's become iconic in its own right. The acoustics are incredible, and when this place is full and the fans are in voice, visiting teams know they're in for a battle. Stick around until the end to see which stadium features a pitch that literally vanishes underground and takes just 5 hours to convert for concerts hosting artists like Taylor Swift. Number 7 brings us to the Reale Arena in San Sebastian, home of Real Sociedad. This is one of those stadiums that perfectly captures the spirit of its city. Nestled in one of Europe's most beautiful locations, the Reale Arena underwent a major transformation when the running track was removed, bringing fans significantly closer to the pitch. The single-tier stand behind one goal creates a wall of noise that's helped La Real compete with the biggest clubs in Spain. What's brilliant about the Reale Arena for this season is how it represents the modernization wave sweeping through La Liga, transforming into a football-specific venue where every seat feels intimate despite its 39,000 capacity. Coming in at number 6 is Estadio La Cartuja in Seville. Now, this one's interesting because it's actually a temporary home for Real Betis, while their Benito Villamarín undergoes massive redevelopment. But don't let the temporary nature fool you. With a capacity of 70,000, La Cartuja is now the third largest stadium in La Liga for this season. Originally built for the 1999 World Athletics Championships, it's been converted into a dedicated football stadium with substantial improvements made specifically for Betis. La Cartuja also hosts the Copa del Rey final each year, so it's no stranger to big occasions. For 2025-26, this represents the ambitious nature of Spanish football, where even temporary homes are world-class facilities. At number 5, we've got the Estadi Olympic Luis Companys, and this is where Barcelona's story gets fascinating. While Camp Nou undergoes its mind-blowing transformation, Barca have been playing at this 55,000 capacity Olympic stadium. Built for the 1992 Barcelona Olympics, this venue has serious pedigree. What's remarkable is how Barcelona has made this temporary home feel special. The views from the upper tiers are spectacular, overlooking the city, and the atmosphere has been surprisingly intense despite the change of scenery. The fact that Barca are returning to Camp Nou during this season makes Montjuic's final months even more poignant. Number 4 takes us to the Riyadh Air Metropolitano, and this is where modern stadium design truly shines. Since Atletico Madrid moved here in 2017, the Metropolitano has established itself as one of Europe's finest venues. With a capacity of over 70,000, this is the second largest stadium in La Liga. The architecture is stunning, with its innovative LED roof that can change colors and create pre-match light shows that get the crowd buzzing. Inside, everything screams 21st century football. The sightlines are perfect. There's not a bad seat in the house despite the massive capacity, and Diego Simeone's teams have made this fortress genuinely intimidating. The atmosphere on big European nights is absolutely electric. The bronze medal position goes to Mestalla in Valencia. This is La Liga's oldest stadium for the 2025-26 season, and there's something magical about a venue that's been hosting top-flight football since 1923. With a capacity of 55,000, Mestalla has these incredibly steep stands, particularly the Grada Nord, where the ultras gather, creating an atmosphere that's genuinely intimidating. When this place is rocking, the noise is deafening. What makes Mestalla special is how it's retained its character through all these decades. Those concrete terraces, the tight corners, the way the stands loom over the pitch. It's old-school Spanish football passion distilled into architectural form. There are plans for a new Mestalla to eventually replace this grand old venue, with construction back underway targeting 2027. But right now, there's nowhere quite like it in Spain. Taking the silver medal is the Spotify Camp Nou, and yes, even in its current state of renovation, it deserves this spot. Barcelona finally returned home during this season, and although construction continues on the higher tiers, with capacity initially capped at around 60,000, this is still one of football's most sacred spaces. Opened in 1957, Camp Nou has witnessed some of the greatest moments in football history, and the ongoing transformation is turning it into something even more spectacular. When complete, likely by the 2026-27 season, it'll hold over 105,000 spectators, making it the largest stadium in Europe. The renovation is adding state-of-the-art facilities, a roof covering all seats, improved accessibility, and technology that'll make it a truly modern cathedral of football. What's brilliant is how Barcelona is managing to honor the stadium's legacy while propelling it into the future. It's not just a stadium, it's a symbol of Catalan pride and footballing excellence. And the winner, the absolute crown jewel of La Liga for 2025-26, is the Santiago Bernabéu. Real Madrid's home has just completed one of the most ambitious and expensive stadium renovations in history, with costs exceeding 1.2 billion euros. And the result is genuinely breathtaking. With a capacity of 83,000, this is now the stadium of the future made reality. Let's talk about what makes this place extraordinary. The exterior is wrapped in around 7,500 V-shaped stainless steel slats that create this shimmering, dynamic facade. These panels reflect light differently throughout the day and can project images through an integrated LED system, meaning you could potentially watch matches from the street. Inside, there's a 360-degree video screen wrapping around the entire stadium, providing an immersive viewing experience that's unlike anything else in football. But here's where it gets truly next level. The Bernabéu has a retractable roof made up of 12 mobile trusses with PTFE membrane cushions that can fully cover the stadium in under 20 minutes. This isn't just about keeping fans dry. With the roof closed, the stadium becomes a climate-controlled environment that can host events year-round in perfect conditions. The fixed roof section covers 28,000 square meters, with the retractable part adding another 8,000. The engineering involved is mind-blowing, with over 9,000 tons of steel making up the roof structure. And then there's the retractable pitch. Yes, you read that right. The entire playing surface can be stored underground in a 6-layer chamber, complete with its own irrigation and lighting systems. Each tray weighs 1,500 tons, totaling 9,000 tons, and the conversion from match mode to concert mode takes less than 5 hours. This means Real Madrid can host football on Saturday and have Taylor Swift performing on Sunday without damaging the pitch. The pitch storage system, called Hypogea, is revolutionary technology that's completely automatic. What's remarkable about this renovation is how it positions the Bernabéu not just as the best stadium in Spain, but as a genuine contender for the best stadium in the world. It's not just about size or history anymore. It's about creating an experience that goes beyond football, a venue that can host NFL games, which it will in November 2025 with the Miami Dolphins facing the Washington Commanders, Eurobasket in 2029, and the biggest concerts and events on the planet. If you made it to the end of the video, share your thoughts on these incredible stadiums in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, click here to explore which is the best stadium in the Premier League 2025/26. See you there in a second.